All right, ever since the U.S. got kicked out of the Copa America, everybody has been talking about how Greg Berhalter needs to go, which he does, and who's going to replace him. Now, a lot of people have been floating Jurgen Klopp's name, and this seems like a pipe dream. And I will say, for the most part, it is a pipe dream. But let me make the case here for why I think Jurgen Klopp just might choose to go to America. Um, Now, a lot of people, to start off with, a lot of people are like looking or reading into this tweet. It's a perfect day to think about my trips with Liverpool to the States. I've had a great time. US fans are electric. This is the type of thing that people read into too often. People love reading into shit like this. This doesn't mean anything. This doesn't mean anything. Don't think about this. This is not important. We have this type of stuff happen in sports all the time where like LeBron James will like go to New York and be like, "Oh, I love the Knicks," and the Knicks. No, these tweets don't mean anything. But here's what does. So if you look at Jurgen Klopp, where he's coached at Liverpool, and he said pretty explicitly that he's not going to coach anywhere in the EPL, right? So if he wants to coach again, he has four choices, right? Spain, Italy, Germany, and a national team. Um, let's go through these choices, okay? First of all, let's talk about Italy. Look, I know I'm kind of shitting on Italy a lot in my videos. I don't mean to. I'm just trying to say the cold, hard facts here. Italy has been going bankrupt for like 4 or 5 years right now. People say, well, Inter Milan went to the Champions League finals. Shut up. Shut up. That whole side of the bracket, I already went over this, was so bad. That doesn't mean anything, right? So Italy's kind of going bankrupt. They're losing money all the time. I hope Italy turns around. I love Italian football. I love Italian defensive football, but this is not an Italy thing. Let's just take Italy off the board. Stop being ridiculous. Stop being stupid. Now we got Germany. The problem with Germany is that it's kind of similar to England. He had a great run at Borussia Dortmund. He's a Borussia Dortmund legend. He got them to the Champions League finals. And it's like, will he coach for Bayern Munich? The people who beat Borussia Dortmund? Like, I don't really think so. Like, that doesn't seem, in line with like the type of person that Jurgen. And I don't mean to impugn him. Like, if he does go to Bayern Munich, I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm just saying he just doesn't seem like the type of guy that he is. Plus, Klopp loves staying places for like 5 years, and like Bayern Munich, they bring you out and they kick you out very quickly. It's like 1-2 year stints their maximum. So I don't think anywhere in Germany is available. All right, so now let's go to Spain. First of all, there's Real Madrid. As a Liverpool fan, I feel kind of irked if he goes to Real Madrid just because they beat us, 3 Champions League knockouts. They beat us in the Champions League final. But, whatever Klopp does, I'm not going to be mad at him, so he can go there. But I don't think he's going to want to go there. Plus, if you look at Real Madrid, they're basically locked up. Their coaching's locked up for like 10, 15 years. They have Don Carlo right now, who's probably going to be around for 2-3 more years, might even be around as much as 5. He says that this is his last stop. But then after Don Carlo, they have Xabi Alonso. So like why, like that job is locked up, right? So now you look at the Barcelona job. Okay, Klopp can go there. Barcelona's kind of in line with what Klopp does. But do you think he really wants that stress at this point in his career? Plus, like Barcelona fans are merciless. They literally hounded out Xavi, and the club is in financial turmoil. He really excels when he has a great management team. Like that's not Barcelona. And then if you look from there, you have FC Girona, which is basically Manchester City, and you have Atletico Madrid. So I think that Klopp's next choice in the next year is probably going to be a national team. Look at the national teams, right? Like maybe he goes to England with if Southgate leaves, that would be a perfect spot for Klopp. But if that option's not available, he has Germany or the United States. And I think that like if you look at like where he's at in his career, he doesn't really need to accomplish anything. And I think that if he's the person who gets the United States to like the semifinals in the World Cup, like that's a huge, huge accomplishment. Like, and maybe he wants to retire in the United States. The United States is a great place to retire, a great place to make a lot of money. Now, one thing that a lot of people will say is that look, his cost is out of bounds for the United States. I don't actually think it is. Like look, the United States has a lot of rich people, and there's a lot of rich people who care about soccer. If you know, if I'm pretty sure there's a huge Rolodex of people that if you call them and say, "Look, we need 3 or 4 million from you in order to pay Klopp," people will do that. People want to be the guy who brought Klopp to the United States in order to win a World Cup. Will he win a World Cup? I don't think so. But will it get close? I think so. Plus, ever since the 80s and 90s, national team coaching has been substantially below club coaching, right? Like all the best coaches coach on the club level. So who knows? Maybe having Klopp there will really transform the United States. Will we be able to win a World Cup? I don't think so. But like we do have a lot of talent, a lot of firepower. So is it delusional? Yes. Is it completely delusional? I don't think so.